Hey, Xiomy here. So today is day 8 of Bookmas, and today's topic for discussion is top 8 books that you want to read for 2017. Now, aside from the other ones that I'm going to mention, because I have a lot of books that I really want to read in 2017 that are coming out that really do intrigue me, but I'm just going to mention in these the ones that I'm really highly anticipating and or continuations of books that I already have read. The first one that I want to mention is a continuation of a series, and it's a continuation of Truth Witch, and the one that I'm speaking about is Wind Witch by Susan Dennard. If you don't know anything about Truth Witch follows two friends, Sophia and Isolde. Now, Sophia is a Truth Witch, and she is highly acclaimed because there really hasn't been a Truth Witch in so many years. And then Isolde is a Thread Witch because she can see the untethered bonds between people, or the threads that connect people, but she can't see her own threads. It is a story that is very lovely, and they go on a whirlwind magical adventure. There is something that I really don't like in the book, but I want to continue it because it did end on a huge cliffhanger. The next one that I want to mention is a continuation of Reign of Shadows by Sophie Jordan, and that one is called Rise of Fire, the second and final installment in this duology. I can't wait for that book to come out because, like I've mentioned before, this book did end on such a huge cliffhanger, and it is a retelling of Rapunzel, and I just want to know what happens to the main characters because I really did enjoy the main characters, especially since they both have some really good secrets between them. I honestly wanted to finish because I want to know what happens and how, like, what's going to happen, because the world that they live in has been engulfed with darkness, and I want to know I mean, like, what's going to happen to this darkness? Is this something that's going to be, you know, overthrown? Are they going to kill the king? Like, what's gonna happen? These are questions that I want answers to, and the only way I'm gonna get them is by actually finishing the story, so I can't wait for that one. The next one that I'm gonna mention is one that's a continuation of this series, but it has nothing to do with the first book. I hope I explained that right. But the one that I'm speaking about is from CJ Redwine. This is the first installment in the book. It's called The Shadow Queen. The second book is going to be called The Wish Granter. This one is a continuation of Snow White, and The Wish Granter is going to be a continuation, or not a continuation, a retelling of Rumpelstiltskin. What I do know about the synopsis is that it's about a bastard princess who wants to take on an evil fae to save her brother's soul. Like, what the heck is happening? The other thing I know about the synopsis is that her brother starts to train her to actually take up the throne, and she does discover that him ascending towards the throne was by accident. It wasn't something that was supposed to happen, and it was that her brother was tricked by Rumpelstiltskin to wish away the security of his people and also his soul. I want to know what's going to happen in this story, like how is everything going to shape up, and I don't know, it's something that's very intriguing because I have never read a retelling or something inspired by Rumpelstiltskin. The next one that I'm going to mention is The Alchemist of Loom by Alyssa Kova. The cover is gorgeous and it deals with dragons. Those are the two things that really drew me into reading this book or actually picking it up. It's very difficult to summarize like the synopsis of this book, but what I did take out of it, and I'm going to leave it linked down below just in case because it's a huge synopsis. Ari, our main protagonist, she lost everything when the 5 Guild resistance fell to the Dragon King. He is a thief and her magic is highly acclaimed by everybody in the black market, or she sells it in the black market as long as it defies the Dragon King. What I do know also is that the dragon makes her an offer granting her her greatest desire, but only if she will give him the Alchemist of Loom. So it does sound like it's going to be very interesting. And the next one that I'm going to mention is Wires and Nerves by Marissa Mayer, which is volume 1, and it follows Eco in her adventure. So of course I'm really interested in reading this because Eco is a character that I really did love in the Lunar Chronicles, and I can't wait a book like specifically about her, especially in graphic novel format. So that is one that I'm highly looking forward to. Other one that I'm also like looking forward to is Wonder Woman's Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo. I mean, do I need to say anything else? Freaking Leigh Bardugo wrote Wonder Woman, one of my favorite authors and my goddess princess. Of course I'm gonna read this book, so I really can't wait for it. And I do know that Wonder Woman has to protect a girl, or some, I think it's a girl who is a Warbringer. So I don't know anything else that's going to happen just because I want to go into it blind and just enjoy everything of it. There's another one that I've really been anticipating, and that is The Inexplicable Logic of My Life by Benjamin Alire Sainz. I loved Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, and this book sounded like it's going to be another book of self-discovery, and it's also going to be a book of coming of age story, and it's something that really really has intrigued me. And Benjamin Alida Steins does do a lot of own voices, and I really do love his writing style. I mean, it's simplistic yet wonderful. The next book that I'm going to mention is The Hearts We Sold by Emily Lloyd Jones. Now, this can be a very interesting book, or it can be a complete fail. This is how I'm visualizing this book. Now, our main protagonist, Dee Moreno, has made a deal with a demon, and she has sold her heart to take her out of this disastrous home that she is living in. Now, what I do know is that she becomes surrounded by other deal-making teens, and she discovers this also other teen that it's like she's drawn to him, and certain things start to happen. I just don't want it to be like a really lovey-dovey told story, just because she doesn't have her heart. And she also says, how can she give love to someone when she knows that she does not have her own heart? So it's gonna be very interesting to see how the format is told and how this story like takes shape. So that's why I'm kind of drawn to it, because I like want to know what happens and how everything is told throughout the entire outcome of what's happening in this story. So those are the first 8 books that I would love to read in 2007. If you want to mention which 2 books are you mostly anticipating in 2017, well, feel free, we'll chit chat down below. But until next time, I want to thank you for watching, and peace.